You're sitting there in the champion select, playing jungle, and you've tried all the meta champs. You've played Viego, you've played Amumu. So you figure, let's try someone who's not meta. And you pick Graves. You get into the game, and you get stomped. Because you don't know how his abilities work, you don't know exactly what they do. Well, I'm telling you, I'm here to fix that. We are starting out with trick number 7 with Graves, which is talking about his auto attacks. So his auto attacks give you 2 shells, 2 auto attacks before he has to reload. So be careful of that when you go into a fight, because when I first started playing Graves, I walked up and I was, trying to auto attack people, and I was like, why is he not auto attacking constantly? Because he only gets 2 shots. You can hit multiple targets with your auto attack, as seen here. And I believe it is up to 3 targets at once that you can hit with 1 auto attack. The other thing that's unique about Graves' auto attacks is that even if I were to target this character here, the character in front of him will take all of the damage and block all the shots unless I'm standing over to the side, in which case, as seen before, you can hit both targets at once. Moving on to trick number 6, we're going to be focusing on his E, or his dash. Graves dashes and reloads 1 shotgun shell into his shotgun. You dash a short distance, and what's nice about this is you can dash through enemies, as seen here, and you can even dash through small walls. This makes it really easy if you were sitting in this bush and your teammates were pushing an enemy this way. You can dash up here and then target them and fight them, and then dash away if you need to. Now the dash is on a cooldown for 15 seconds. Use our E to get a shot back, and as you can see, each time we attack an enemy, it reduces our time. Moving on to tip number 5, each time you dash, you gain 1 stack of True Grit, which builds armor. 56 bonus armor at 8 stacks. And what's nice about this is every time you attack a target, it resets the cooldown, as you can see here. Moving on to trick number 4, we're going to be talking about his W, Smoke Screen. So Smoke Screen creates a cloud of black smoke for 4 seconds, slowing enemies inside by 50% and blocking their vision outside of the area. The impact does 60 magic damage. So this is really nice if someone's sitting behind tower and you know that they're under 60 HP. You just fire a little smoke nade at them and it kills them. I've done that a couple of times. You can walk up, and before you get into their line of sight, you can smoke them. And as long as they are inside this circle, they can't see you. Moving on to our third trick is going to be our Q. Now, the Q is very, very interesting here. And it's very unique. So as you can see, there is a kind of a T formation to it. So what you'll want to do is you'll want to get your targets inside of this T, because that's what does the most damage. But also, if you can't, if you fire it, it does damage on return as well as going out. So as you can see, and it can hit multiple targets going through and coming back. Now, it won't come back to where you're standing. It will always come back to when you first shot it, as you can see there. Now, I'm going to show a comparison of what it looks like to shoot your Q out in the open versus up against a wall. Moving on to trick number 2, we're going to be talking about your ultimate, collateral damage. Now, this ultimate is by far my favorite ultimates in the game. You can snipe people with it and they'll be super confused. The range of it is extremely long. I mean, this is a very long ultimate, and after the initial either impact, so the moment you hit something, or at the end of this range here, it spreads out into a cone, hitting whatever target you're aiming at. But as you can see, if I'm close, the moment I shoot this person, it spreads out into that cone. So what's nice about this is if people are team fighting, for example, so you can stand right here, you can shoot your ult, and it will hit all 3 of them. One other thing about your ultimate, so you can fire this ultimate over walls. Alrighty, so our last trick on Graves is going to be his combo. Now, this is something that I've kind of learned just by playing him, but I do recommend that you use this combo, and I'm going to show you why. So what I've seen most people do with Graves is they will, and let's remember, your E replenishes a shotgun shell. So what I've seen most people do is they'll shoot, then they will dash, then they will hit their E. Auto, E. That's extremely slow. I'm going to show you the combo that I use. I go auto, E, auto, and then auto. So what this does is it gives you 2 fast shots and then a 3rd slower one. And when you have your Q, what you want, the full combo, you want to do this. Auto, E, auto, Q, auto. And what that does, auto, E, auto, Q, auto. I did it kind of slow there, but we'll show it here too. So you want to go auto, E, auto, Q, auto. And what that does is it does 587 damage, and that's without, I don't have any items. I had to level up for the purpose of this video, but I don't have any items. So as you can imagine, with items, you do a fair bit amount more of damage. So auto, E, auto, Q, auto. And this, honestly, that's probably the best tip I can give you guys, is to use this combo. The beginner tips and tricks that I wish I knew when I first started playing Graves. And honestly, it's just such a big help, right? It's such a big help knowing what to do, what his abilities do, what his ultimate does, how you can use your ultimate against groups and singular targets. So I hope that I've done that for you guys today, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace out.